About sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man's pots and pans. Let's get to it, baby. Yeah, man. So first and foremost, this NBA in-season tournament. They've been talking about it a lot, but it officially kicks off November 3rd. That's a Friday. The schedule is going to be released on Tuesday, August 15th. This upcoming Tuesday coming up. It's going to feature, they're going to split the East and the West up into 3 different groups within those conferences. It's going to be West A, B, and C, and then it's going to be East B, East C, and East A, East B, East C, essentially. Each team will play 4 designated group play games on tournament nights, and 8 teams will advance to the knockout rounds. The knockout rounds will be a single-elimination game in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championships. The qualifying teams will compete for a prize pool and the new in-season tournament trophy, the NBA Cup. So this is what they're giving away, an actual trophy, and it's going to be called the NBA Cup. How do you feel about the idea of this in-season tournament? This is the first year that they're going to do it. Now, the only leagues that I know that do like tournaments in the middle of the season are like college teams. Sometimes high school also. I think high school does that also. They do like a little Christmas league or something like that over Christmas break in the middle of the season. Don't really count towards, like maybe the games, the wins or losses will count towards your record, but the championship doesn't affect you at all, or whatever the case may be. And that's essentially the same setup here. Is that necessary though? How is that going to place you in the playoffs, which really matter? This in-season tournament, yeah, that's like the summer league getting championship rings and trophies. Why do they need that? Why are we celebrating people who win things that really don't matter? You know what I'm saying? I think this is the NBA moving to the same level of literally just awarding quote-unquote winners for no reason. You won the summer league. Okay. Y'all trying to get to the NBA. Why don't y'all get there? You see what I'm saying? Everybody in the summer league ain't going to make the league. So why even get these dudes rings? Maybe you like, oh, okay, we got a ring. I at least did this in my lifetime. Bro, it's whack if you never make the league. And if you make the league and never won the world championship, then who cares? Same thing with this in-season tournament. If you don't win a championship, who gives a dang about this in-season championship or NBA Cup? It's dumb to me. But, you know, I'm going to sound like me and a bunch of other people going to sound like some old people just hate new stuff for a long time until they prove that it's actually worth, you know, the entertainment value or whatever you want to call it. But, hey, let me know what you think about this in-season tournament. You think it's going to be worth it? You think it's worth the NBA Cup? Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Moving on in the NBA, James Harden, they're saying, has no plans on participating in training camp, despite 76ers ending talks to trade him. Now, I don't know if you remember, but in one of my recent shows from the stands of a sports fan, we talked about the NBA releasing a memo telling players and teams, don't be out here acting like you're not going to play for real for these teams because you're not getting traded to where you want to go. Or because you end up on the team that you didn't want to go to. We will have consequences for you. And I agree with that 100%. Don't be acting like you too good for whatever bag they give you. Because you can get put out the league. You can get Melo. Melo went out a bogus way, respectfully. And I say respectfully because I feel like we all respect Melo. We all respect the way he went out. Because you could have went out worse than that. You could have went out with no noise at all. But he at least went out with some noise. But he did not leave with a championship. So James Harden, you don't have no championship. So you need to go wherever they're going to send you. Or sit right there with the NBA MVP and make it work right there. Recruit some people to your squad. Other than that, James Harden, you have no value to be trying to tell or force teams where to go. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It's not like you did. It's not like your career in Philly was your career best. No, let's stop that, bro. James Harden, you need to be the first person, the first player that receives whatever penalty they have. If you don't show up to training camp and if you don't which is hard to say. Are you really performing? We could have said this whole time in Philly he hasn't been performing because he ain't lived up to his numbers in Houston. So who's to say you're not really performing? How are we going to judge that? I think, which this hasn't been word out of his direct mouth, but if this ends up being true, that he has no plan on attending training camp and doesn't, I feel like we take it from there. And you fine him from that. But that's just what I think. James Harden has no value to be forcing trades in the team and to go to where he wants. You're not Damian Lillard, bro. I feel like Damian Lillard done more than you. He at least stayed loyal to one franchise, bro. You've been moving around. No. So that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. Last update in the NBA. We talking about the USA basketball. So I didn't keep up with the season. But what I will say is I watched this USA-Spain game. USA ended up winning 98-88. But what I did see, I did like. Now, you ain't seeing the all-stars like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and them. At least I didn't see that. I watched like the second half. When I was watching it, they were playing the Jalen Brunsons, the Mikal Bridges, the Jaren Jackson Juniors, Austin Reeves, Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, you know what I'm saying, good players, don't get me wrong, but they may not be like all-star franchise players. Nonetheless, what I will say is them boys put on. I was impressed. They still balled out there. Jalen Brunson was 9 for 9, bro. This man was 100% from the field, putting up 22 points. Like, can we give it up for that, though? Jalen Brunson is out there balling right now. Hello. Jaren Jackson Jr. put up 12 points, 5 rebounds. Looking real good out there, pause. So it was a good sight to see. Some real authentic balling out there. So, yeah, Team USA is doing their thing. And Anthony Edwards out there doing his thing, too. Let me tell you something. One thing about that, by the way, a couple side notes. These players are technically fighting for our country. And they're making sacrifices, too. Playing for Team USA and overseas. And I say this because they are actually sacrificing their hairlines. Yes, because they don't have the luxury of having a barber or stylist overseas with them, or just going to an overseas barber or stylist and expecting the same cut. So Anthony Edwards right now, look, his hairline is through. He looked like the little boy that turned into a monkey on Jumanji, the original movie. Michelangelo, clip that last part up. But anyway, they out there fighting for the country though. And then another thing I noticed, just some random stuff. I noticed the way that they had the camera angle when we're watching the games, probably from the USA countries. On the LED screens that's on the court side, they show all official USA basketball candy or official USA basketball airlines or whatever the case may be. Like they show all USA sponsored stuff and United States like Nike and stuff. But what I did notice is on the other side of that, the other camera angle, which probably the home team gets to see from Spain or whatever country, they see other ads and sponsors from their country and in their language. You get to see that at a glimpse sometimes if you're paying attention from when they show different angles from the replays. But it was interesting to me. Just something on production, programming type of perspective. But anyway, that's it as far as NBA. Let me know what you think in regards to NBA. If I'm missing anything, go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. Switching up to the NFL real quick, and I mean real quick, because we ain't got nothing for the NFL. The preseason is in full effect. Gotta love it. Now, I didn't get to watch my Lions' first game against the Giants, but what I will say is I watched the highlights. I was impressed. The Lions got a kickoff return of 95 yards. Probably like the biggest highlight of the preseason so far. And they end up winning. They end up beating the Giants. So, of course, there were a lot of mistakes. Of course, it's the preseason. Of course, we don't take it serious. But as a Lions fan, I saw mistakes that are like systematic mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I watched the instant replays. I'm talking about a play where we were in the red, not even the red zone, but by the goal line. Had a chance to score. And instead of running the ball, they throw the ball. And I think either got intercepted or batted. It wasn't complete for a touchdown. Instead of running the ball or doing an RPO, run play option, giving you the option to either possibly throw it, or you can run that boy yourself as a quarterback, or you can flick it off to a runner. So that kind of bothered me as a Lions fan, not seeing them do that. Clip that up, Michelangelo. But other than that, I'm loving the Lions. We got to win, so I will take that. As a Lions fan, we taking all these dubs, even in the preseason. So let me know what you think about the Lions so far. I'm saying Super Bowl. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Switching it up real quick. Talking about boxing real quick. No real updates, but Canelo Alvarez is fighting Jermell Charlo Saturday, September 30th. Yeah, he'll defend his undisputed super middleweight championship against Jermell Charlo. That's Canelo Alvarez. That's in Vegas, as a matter of fact. Initially, they say Jermell's twin brother, was supposed to fight Canelo at first, but then Jermell is saying, well, technically it was me the whole time that he was supposed to fight. I think that's some BS. They're trying to amp the fight up, which it shouldn't lose momentum unless Jermell is just not as good as Jermell at all, which I would imagine that's the case if Canelo asked him to fight. Or it could be, I want to fight him and then get to your brother later. Who knows? Other than that, they got the fight September 30th. I wouldn't mind watching that. Then you got Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, however you pronounce that, October 28th in Saudi Arabia. They said it was rumors that it was a no knockdown clause, but they saying it's a full-on match. So we'll see how that is. I actually don't plan on watching that fight, if I'm being quite honest with you. And other than that, we've been watching some MLB games, some baseball games, I should say, excuse me. And it's been quite entertaining, if I'm being honest. Been watching it with my son. Haven't been able to watch any Tigers games, but we've been watching some pretty decent games. Just some random teams throughout the season. I got like an MLB pass for the season right now. It's coming down close to playoffs real soon as we get into September and then roll into October. But I just want to see some good battles out there at this point, man. They out there making some good plays. Shohei Ohtani doing some good stuff out there. I think I watched one game with him so far. It's pretty impressive. But other than that, not too many MLB games. I will watch more and try to take notes. But we are sliding into the preseason for the NFL and the fall season. So MLB, you serve your purpose, but we about to get you up out of here too. Other than that, we about to get up out of here, man. I need you to do me a favor first and foremost before we do anything further, and that's Kick It with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's Kick It with KCMC, just the abbreviations on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that, Threads. KIWKCMC, and show some love to my sponsor too, man. Team Elite 313 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's TEAMELITE 313 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And check out their premium urban-based athleisure wear. That's t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on their website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom. Make sure you use that code KIWKCMC for a good little hookup on your checkout. By the way, if you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. Appreciate that. If you got this far in the video, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert so you know when we going live. Man, we up out of here, bro. I'm about to have a very long day. It's 4 a.m. We got these shows out the way, man. Appreciate you for kicking with KCMC. We out of here.